Hey guys, we're back here again. Welcome to Café con Pan.
Bienvenidos.
I'm Gugu.
I'm Edgar.
And today we got something cool for you guys. We came up with the list of the top 10 most common, funny things that we see in a Latin church.
And this isn't to make fun of anybody,
No.
right? This isn't to get your feelings hurt. But we do have a warning, right?
Yeah, and the warning is this. While we're going through the list, if you don't relate to any of these, and maybe because you don't see them in your church, be careful. Because it might be you.
It just might, dude. So pay attention and let's have some fun, right?
Hey, and always remember, don't forget your café
Con pan.
con pan. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off our top 10 with number 10, which is El Luchador.
We all have one of those guys at our church.
El Luchador is that one guy that preaches and he tries to pray for you, but he steps on your foot and he pushes you down and you gotta fight him. It's like a fight.
He's forcing you to fall.
There's always that guy. Look, I had once this guy try to do that. It was an evangelista. I'm not gonna say his name, but he came to the church and I'm telling you, he prayed for everyone. He knocked everybody down. And when he got to me, I put up a fight. Not because I didn't want to fall in the spirit, but I just thought to myself, bro,
What'd you think?
who's gonna catch me when I fall? I'm a big guy. Mujeres are like 4 foot nothing.
Well, they're Mexican, so most likely, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But we all have we've all had that experience with that luchador prayer guy, right?
Yeah.
He's just trying to knock you down. I don't know why, but he's everywhere.
No resistes.
Don't do that. Going on to the next one, we have number 9. We all have him at our church. Él es el predicador. Right? Now, the thing about this guy is that he's really not the preacher.
Wait. What do you mean?
He's not the preacher. He's the guy who's collecting offerings.
Oh.
He's collecting, or he's doing the announcements.
Yeah.
He's opening service. But he gives his own message.
Yeah. You know what? Everybody has that. Is that person that goes up there and da la bienvenida, but he's up there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Talking about what? I don't know. But he's up there. El predicador. If you don't know who he is, that might be you.
Yeah. So it brings us to our number 8. We call this family, and we all have them, La Familia de los Muchos. And you know who they are because when they're gone, the church looks empty.
Without them, there is no youth group.
Without them, the ofrendero is only half full.
Without them, children's church is empty.
Without them, todos alcanzan tacos.
We all have them. You know who they are.
And B8, give thanks for that family.
Yes, always. All right, so now it brings us to point number 7. Now, this hermano is called El Hermano Aleluya Santo. He's always that guy when the preaching, it's getting kind of quiet. He's always that one guy that always yells pretty loud, Amen.
Yeah, but you know what? We call him El Hermano Aleluya, but he's also known as El Hermano Quien Vive.
Y a su nombre,
El Hermano Cristo Viene y Nadie Lo Detiene.
El Hermano Cristo Rompe las Cadenas.
Mm-hmm. El Hermano Potencia.
El Hermano Aleluya. That's who he is.
Hey, but give thanks for that guy because he pumps up the preacher, and
He really does.
And it's because of him that the preaching goes for about an hour and a half.
It does.
All right, so now what brings us to number 6.
Number 6.
So this guy, we all know him,
We all do.
and we call him El Joven Adulto.
Yes.
He's that guy that just in your church that's never been married, but he's like 40.
And he's still hanging out with the young adults and the youth group.
Yeah. Hey, but don't laugh at him that much
Please
because
don't.
when you do the activities, he's the guy that drives you.
Hey, he's the guy who comes in clutch.
Yeah. When you
Clutch.
guys, he's the guy that brings the pizzas to the youth services.
And when it's time to collect offering and everybody's given $1,
He gives a 20.
he sure does.
Yeah.
El joven adulto.
So if you guys don't have one, or if you don't see one, remember what we
Hey,
said.
It might be you, man.
It might be you.
All right. So next we got number 5. Now, this guy I think is very typical for every church, right? We call this guy El Ujier Enojón.
Oh, shout out to Che.
Now, this guy, he takes his job way too serious.
Yeah.
All right. He's a guy that all the little kids really don't like.
He's the guy that has permission to spank you at church.
He's the guy that's always yelling at the little kids for getting up to get some water.
He's the guy that makes you throw out your gum.
He's the guy who makes you get off your phone.
He's the guy that knocks on the door when you've been in the bathroom for too long.
That's him. Every church needs this guy.
Every church needs
Every church. Why? Because this guy is super faithful and he is always there. But he gets a little mad sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, but you gotta love him.
You gotta love him.
So now, we're down to number 4. So now this kid, if you don't see this kid at your church, he's probably your kid.
Or he's your little brother.
Or he's your cousin.
Or he's somebody in the church. Oh, ese es el hijo del diácono.
El diácono o del pastor.
Yes.
This kid is referred to as El Travieso.
Oh, God.
He's that bad little kid. Hey, and you know what's something with bad little kids at church? They all have like silver teeth.
And they're all pelones, right?
And have like scars from all the coscorrones that their mom gives them.
And they're just bad.
Yeah. And their shirt's always dirty.
Always. This kid's a born troublemaker.
Yeah. He's the guy, not even the paletero that shows up at the end likes him.
Nobody. But we gotta love him.
Gotta love him. Because, hey, he's there.
Hey. He's always there at every service. Even when you don't want him, he's there.
But you know what? This kid is always the best friend of the pastor. And he's the only one. The pastor's the only one that this kid listens to.
Yeah, dude, definitely. I don't know what the pastor has. Well, obviously because he's a pastor.
Yeah.
But man, that kid, he's trouble.
But hey, you gotta love him.
Gotta love him.
All right. So now, this brings us to number 3.
Number 3.
So this one is referred to as La Pareja, hashtag Church and Chill.
Church and chill.
It's that one couple that they're obvious couples. And they're at church like this.
First of all, there's no reason for you to be like that at church.
No.
But they're always, look. Always.
Always.
Before el hermano goes up to pray,
He's
se dan
like,
un beso.
yeah, se dan un beso. Before anything, they're the ones that at church refer to themselves as hola mami, hola papi. That's them.
We all have that couple at church.
They don't go to church. They're on a date.
Yeah, church and chill. Hashtag that, all right?
Hashtag Church and Chill.
All right, so number 2. We call this el ministerio de pandero.
Hey, they're everywhere.
Dude, we every church has that hermana who's really good at the pandero.
But the thing is, she looks like she was good at it 20 years ago.
Yes. But the pandero, it's always the one with the dove on it.
Yeah.
And she like...
And the strand of like the twirlies.
Yeah, dude.
And tiran así, yeah.
But they're really good and they're really fast. Like
and there's a lot of them.
There's a lot. There's a lot of them.
The church only has 20 members in total, but the day of the panderos, there's like 50 people.
I don't know how that happened.
And they're all on the stage with panderos.
El ministerio de pandero, right?
Hey,
if you have one at your church, you're not alone.
embrace it.
Embrace it, love it, because hey, they're there.
They're there, and they're there to stay.
Yes, they're there to stay. They help out the worship team and give them that extra that they need.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so this brings us to the last one, which is number 1, and backed by popular demand, El Shofar. There's always a shofar at the church. It doesn't matter.
Always.
It doesn't matter if you're a modern church, an old church, a Baptist church, a Christian church, or
any church it
any
is,
kind of church.
there's a guy with a shofar.
You can be at a rap concert, and I bet you there's a guy
Now,
with a shofar there.
now the crazy thing is when you have 2 shofars at your church.
Hold on.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it?
I've seen it where they have a shofar battle.
A shofar battle.
Yeah, where they go, one goes, and it's amazing, and then the other one goes, and it's amazing, and then the other one's like, I can do it even better.
Dude, you know what? It's like shofars, they're doing like a like a Fast and the Furious thing. They even pimp their shofars out.
Dude, they really do.
I've seen some. They got like animal fur at the one end with like gold rings on it.
And not just that, but the cases they carry it in, man, it looks like a heavy duty case for it.
Or they got them old school leather cases, walking around like David about to fight the giant.
Yeah, man, and it's shofar. Now, you probably see them at your church, someone else's church.
But they're there and they're there to stay.
Hey, they're there and they're there to stay, man.
And it doesn't matter how loud your worship team is, this thing is gonna cut through the mix.
Hey, it'll cut right through it. Sometimes you even think it's feedback, but it's not.
It's not. It's just a shofar.
It's just the guy with the shofar.
Hey, and when it happens, you have to be quiet. First of all, everyone's quiet, I think, because they're like, wait, whoa. What is that?
They don't know what it is.
Nope. Some people think it's Jesus coming back.
Sas.
But then they look back, it's like, oh, it's just Pedro.
Yeah, so the guy with the shofar, man, you gotta love him.
Gotta love him.
Gotta love him.
Because he bought that thing, and the pastor said it's okay for him to bring it.
Yes, so you gotta let him do it. So, thank you guys for joining us. If you guys want to join this conversation, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at InstaCafeConPan. Please feel free, talk to us. We want to hear what you're saying.
Also, in the comments below, write down your list of top 10 things that you've seen.
We want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel because we're bringing new content every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Make sure you tune in.
Share with your friends.
Sas.